So UFC in Australia this weekend, I'm super keen. There's lots of fights. I'll try and be pretty quick. This is my early sort of prediction and bets before the lines get smashed too much. So yeah, the Mongolian versus Aaron Tao, first up. This is a Road to UFC fight. I've been following the Road to UFC, and I've been impressed with the Mongolian so far. He's very aggressive. He's pretty wild in the striking, but he's got good power. He's got a good chin. Both these guys are pretty wild in the striking and both are very tough, so it's going to be a great fight. I do think a sneaky long shot. I'm going to have a look at the Mongolian by sub. I think he's got a really good rear naked choke when he gets to the back. He's very strong as well. So yeah, that's my long shot for this one. I'm actually leaning the Mongolian. Um, I thought Aaron Tao would be a favorite because there's a lot of hype on him, but I haven't really been impressed with Aaron Tao, just his technique. Um, and yeah, I think the Mongolian has some grappling upside. So I'm looking at the Mongolian, but I think some money is going to come in on Tao because the Aussies are probably going to back him because he's from City Kickboxing, closer to fight nights. So yeah, if I get better odds, I'll take the Mongolian if he's like an underdog because does look like a close fight. It's going to be a fun one though. Next up, the Chinese guy versus City Kickboxing, Lawrence. So watching the tape, I wasn't really impressed with Lawrence. He's very stiff in the striking, mostly comes forward with high guard, that classic sort of city kickboxing, low kick a lot. Um, but he looks quite hittable with boxing combos because he doesn't have good head movement and he just relies on sort of blocking punches, which with the small gloves can be difficult. And the Chinese guy, I'm very impressed with his hands. He's got very good hand speed. The way he KO'd Peter Denuso, who's a good striker, was super impressive. So I'm going with the Chinese guy in this one. I like his hand speed. I like his striking. So yeah, going with the Chinese guy. I put him in a parlay with Quillen, who's an obvious one. I think Quillen should win easy. Um, Next up, this is a great fight. These are Sebastian versus Nakamura. I'm not too sure on this one. It's Sebastian's a more well-rounded guy. He's probably got better grappling, but I think the Japanese guy's got more power and he's a very good striker. And Sebastian's a decent striker too. So it's going to be a great fight. I got no bet so far on this one. It's pick 'em odds. I don't feel confident either side on this one. So we'll move on, but I'm just going to enjoy this fight. It's going to be a great matchup. Next up, Don Marfan versus Kim. These are two grapplers going at it, and I've been rocking with Don Marfan throughout the series, and he's made me a lot of money because he's been a big underdog in all these fights, and he just keeps getting the win. So I'm going to stick with Don Marfan, even though he's a favorite now. I like his relentless pressure. He's got really good cardio, and I think he's going to be able to outwork the Korean in the grappling. Even though the Korean is a good grappler, I thought this Park guy was a good grappler too, and Fan was able to just outwork him. He's got good ground and pound. He looks pretty awkward, and his technique, that's why he's been an underdog in a lot of these fights. But I'm going to stick with him. I reckon he can just outwork the Korean, probably win a decision. So I will be looking at the overs as well for this fight. I think it does go the distance. Khan Oakley versus Izar. Khan Oakley finally got a win. He beat Ricardo Ramos. Ramos is a very unpredictable fighter. Sometimes he just looks really shit out there. But Oakley showed he's got very good grappling. He's very strong. Um, Yizar, he's a very good grappler as well. They're both mainly grapplers, but I give Yizar the edge in the striking. He's got a quite a big reach advantage. I was impressed actually with his striking. I think it's improving fight to fight. His early fights, he was just going for takedowns and really just grappling, but he showed some improved striking against K when Santos is an absolute beast, and I think he showed a lot of toughness to make it to the final bell for that one. and he chinned Wilson, but that's like most people can chin Wilson. So yeah, I think two good grapplers are going to probably neutralize each other on the ground, and in the striking, I give Yizar an edge. So I'm on Yizar. Next up, Jonathan McAuliffe versus Elliott. This is a close fight. A lot of people were super hyped on Elliott. He got two wins when he first started in UFC. Then he lost to Ko, the Korean, in his last fight, and now everyone kind of is fading him. McAuliffe was a big dog in his last fight, and he won against Juicet. I think Juicet isn't very good, so I don't really rate that win too much. But he did look good. He's got a very good kick, left kick, mixes it up to the legs, to the body, to the head. So if Elliott stays at kicking range, he's going to get lit up with the kicks. But I think Obon does have the better boxing, so it's going to be interesting if Elliott can close the distance and let his hands go. He could have success. So this is a tough type fight to call. I'm thinking I'm going to take McAuliffe, but not a big bet, just because some of the boys in the Discord that I'm in are pretty confident on McAuliffe, so I'm just trusting them on this one. But for myself, I'm not too confident on it. So yeah, might just have not too much on that. Malkoon versus Finney. So I'm going the upset in this one. I got Finney at $2.30, which I thought was a bit wide. I think this should be a pick 'em fight. Malkoon's good, but he's mainly a wrestler, and he's going up against Finney, who's also a wrestler. And I think Finney just has physical advantage in this matchup. Like he's an absolute tank, very strong. I also like that he's training with Daniel Cormier now. Um, Malkoon's coming off an injury as well, so I don't like that. I think for a long shot, Malkoon round three might be a good one because Finney could gas out. He does have a lot of muscle mass. So yeah, I'm on Finney at $2.30, 0.75 units. I just think he's got the physical strength, and I don't like Malkoon coming off an injury. Cam versus Cody. I think Cody's pretty shit. Most of his wins are like disqualification wins from his opponents, making mistakes, which are like bullshit wins. And I think Ralston's improving fight to fight. He looks great against Andre Petroski, knocked him out. I think he's a much better striker. He's got a big height and reach advantage. Cody maybe could get takedowns, um, but I think Ralston's improving that side of his game, his takedown defense. Yeah, I like Ralston here. I've got him in a couple parlays. I think he's an all right parlay piece. So pretty confident on my boy Cam, and I'll also like the under for this fight, depending. We don't know the odds yet. Subscribe to see my prop bets when all those come out. Tafa versus Billy. Tafa, he's a good striker, but his ground game is terrible. Just seems to never be improving, which is weird because, like, surely you would just be training your grappling, but he just keeps getting taken down and submitted. If guys have any ground game, like Tuko Turkos, who's not a great fighter, and he's getting submitted by Tukos. So I think Billy by sub is the play here for sure. Billy, he's actually got a good rear naked choke. He just got a sub in his last fight. That was like a knockdown club and sub. But against Bogdan, he showed he's got some wrestling. He took him down, got his back. That was short notice, but he gassed out. So yeah, Billy by sub, I like, but we can't bet it yet, so I don't know the odds. Quillen versus Jamie. Jamie's got decent skills. I think people sort of just say he's shit, but I think he's got good skills. It's just his chin that lets him down. He's been KO'd quite a few times. And he's going up against Quillen, who's a really good prospect. And I think Quillen, just too powerful. I think he's going to get a finish. Quillen's got good jiu-jitsu as well, so could be a KO or sub. So yeah, I like Quillen by finish. Pi versus Taliesin. Um, I need to see the weigh-ins, see what shape Ty's in. He's been out for a long time and he put on a lot of weight. He's a big underdog, Ty. I don't really want to take Taliesin because I think defensively he's not good. Offensively, he's got very good offense, but defensively, I think he's quite easy to be hit, which is, Derek Lewis chinned him first round. So yeah, I might just sprinkle Ty KO round one or two just for fun, small bet. But it's got a long shot for sure. That's if Ty looks like he's actually lost some weight. Um, Raphael versus Ruffy. This is a great fight. Two strikers, two very different styles. We got the Muay Thai striker in Fizz, very good kicks. He's got good movement. He's got compact little boxing combos. Doesn't really have much power. At least he hasn't been getting many knockouts. Ruffy's got the one punch KO power. He's got amazing timing with all his shots. The thing is, Ruffy's side-on stance, I do think he's going to be susceptible to the low kicks of Fizz coming from the Muay Thai background. He should have very good low kicks. Um, yeah, it's a tough fight to pick. I think there's a lot of money coming in on Ruffy, so I think Raphael's currently a 210 underdog. If the line gets any wider, I might bet Raphael. He's got the higher experience. And I've got a couple props that I like for this fight, but I'll release those in the next video when the odds are out. It'll depend on the odds. Um, but yeah, it's a tough fight to call that one. Going to be a great fight. Hooker versus BSD. Not going to overthink it in this one. I'm going to have a look when the takedown props come out. I think BSD to get one takedown and get a finish. See what the odds are for that. And also maybe have a look at Hooker. Yeah, maybe the under 2.5. I think Hooker, he's dangerous too. He's got a decent guillotine, which he caught Armin in as Armin was going for a takedown, but Armin got out of it. And he's dangerous in the striking. Hooker's a good striker. So I think someone's getting finished in this fight, but I'm not sure what the odds are going to be for that. It might be way too chalky. Then for the main event, Volk versus Lopez. So I think Volk, um, if he doesn't get KO'd, if he doesn't get finished, I see him just being like the first fight, being too skilled and the overall better MMA fighter. His footwork's still amazing. He is getting up there in age, but he just beat Lopez not that long ago, and it was pretty convincing. He did get wobbled a couple times, but he was able to pull through and get the win. So I got Volk by decision at $3. And then I'm playing Lopez finish only. So that's if it goes to decision, you get a refund. That's $1.80. So I think Lopez, if he's going to win, it could be, I think more likely it's going to be by finish because um, Volk is getting up there in age. But I think Volk, just his footwork, his striking, I think he's the better minute winner for sure. So I think he's going to be able to win more rounds. So yeah, I'm playing both sides pretty much. I don't think Volk is getting a finish. Lopez's chin is insane. He's very tough. So I think it's either going to be Volk by decision or Lopez by finish. Then if Volk wins by decision, I make a lot because I get a refund on my Lopez bet. So yeah, that's all my early predictions. Subscribe to see the props when they come out, and I'll post my final bets that I'm locking in. These are just my early predictions. Some things may change as we get closer to the fights. But yeah, thanks for watching.